relationship with cities. I used to hate them, but as I get older, I've learned how to appreciate them. The chaos makes me appreciate the silence of the mountains and desert even more. And now, I'm starting to crave this balance of concrete and dust. Trading mountain peaks for skyscrapers will keep my subject on what I've always loved: rugged fashion. Since this was my first time doing a fashion test shoot in New York City, I felt a bit romantic about it. So my camera of choice was the Leica M11 paired with the VisiFlex. So while making more passionate gear choices, I also wanted to make sure I was being as productive as possible.
Hey, what up, say?
Yeah, all my life I told them I would do this, now I done it. Even as a child they tell me that boy up the Sunday. Now I seen them out, they ask me how the music coming. If I told them what I goes, I know they think it's so disgusting. Told them matter of fact, I said I'd rather not discuss it. Seem like every day I got another check that's coming. Training for a marathon, I'm building up the pace, but I ain't have to train for this shit. Always knew that I would run it. I came too far for a grown man to tell me how to get mine. How y'all still talking, I don't listen, I swear we never align. Y'all ain't never done it, still give advice, I don't take directions from the blind. Just take all my job, but y'all unemployed, I told them go and apply. That's some real facts, but
Maybe, yeah, play at the railing and sit on it or something. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Perfect.
all my life I told them I would do this, now I done it. Even as a child they tell me that boy up this Sunday.
Okay, I just want to do a close-up of like the regular dead letter. Yeah. Like half your face.
Now when it comes to these test shoots, I usually use the first look as a warm-up. And as the shoot goes on, we start getting into the other looks. I'm able to start learning the strong and weak points, so I can start directing and pushing my own creativity a little bit harder.
You hit me with the H-E-Y, I'ma hit you with the boy bye. You told me that I'm too closed off, but you know that I'm not involved with.
Now in these next shots, you're going to see why I needed the VisiFlex so bad on my Leica M11. I was using a f1.4 75mm, and I'm having my model move around a lot, and there's just a lot going on. And I was shooting wide open at first, but then I did close down so we can see a little bit more of that background since it's my first time shooting in New York. But yeah, later in the video, I'll kind of go over again why I want to use the M11 where, you know, a SLR mirrorless camera probably would have made more sense for some people.
What I'm even doing up.
I have a tiny bit more BTS footage that we'll go over here in a second, but as we were shooting, I started to get really inspired by all like the chaos and traffic and people walking by, and it kind of dawned on me of like, wait, let me close down my lenses even more and drag the shutter so I could kind of capture that movement and all that life just happening while we're over here trying to, you know, do our little silly fashion shoot. And I was using a mix of lenses all the way from a 28mm to 35, 50, and a 75 with a mix of, you know, different brands and some Leica lenses as well. All of these shots were edited with my Roadrunner film emulation presets that you can find in the description. You know, they're literally 15 years of my experience between film and digital and just getting the look that I love. But anyways, I'll put a link in the description if you guys want to check them out.
Close like those playboys. I don't wanna be your play toy. Don't you know that I'm so much more than a centerfold?
Now this is the moment I got one of my most favorite fashion shots I've ever taken. It took me a little bit of patience and trial and error And the main shot that I really love is this one right here. Sadly, it's a little bit out of focus, but personally, I kind of like it. You know, I feel like it kind of has a mix of a street photography look with a fashion look. And obviously I kept trying, but sadly we didn't get another person in their suit with their briefcase. So I guess I'll have to live with the out of focus one. All right, guys, I just finished my shoot with Alex. Shout out to Kelly from KT Management, hooking it up for Cam.
Yes.
Cool. Again, the M11, the feeling in hand. It feels like a classic film camera, which motivates me to shoot. With the new VisiFlex, which is making this a game changer for me, because now I can still get the feeling of, you know, the film experience, the Leica experience. But when it comes to more serious stuff, I just put the VisiFlex and really bang out a bunch of shots. It does kill the battery a lot faster, which, you know, whatever. B&H did loan me the whole Thypoch series lenses. But yeah, I've been shooting the 28mm that they gave me. And I realized why a lot of people in New York love doing 28mm, because there's just so much to capture. So for the whole trip, I've been rocking my 28 that Thypoch sent out to me a while ago, the 35mm and the new 75mm. I've actually been loving the hell out of this lens, especially for fashion work. I'm done with the shoot. I came back to my room, rested for like 15 minutes. I transferred all the photos to the Leica app, straight into the Capture One app, did some really quick edits, sent them to the agent and to the model. So they already know what they're going to expect. If you guys couldn't tell, we are using the DJI Action 5 today to vlog everything.